Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back with another video. Today we're using the Sony ZV-E10 MK2 in s-cinetone with absolutely no color grading. The only thing we've done to change the color is we've went into picture profile 11, which is s-cinetone. We've cranked the saturation up to +2 and we put the blacks on -4, and that really just makes everything look beautiful. So honestly, changing the blacks to like -4 or -6 really just brings out the beautiful dark colors, but it makes the camera look so much better. So adjust the saturation to your liking and adjust the black level to your liking, and bam, s-cinetone looks amazing with no color grading whatsoever on your Sony ZV-E10 MK2. I am using the Sigma 16mm 1.4 lens, and we do have it at 1.4. Now, when it comes to other settings in the camera, I've barely changed anything. I do have the soft skin effect on medium, so if you've got bad skin or rosacea or something like I do, that'll help make your skin look a little smoother and a little bit better. We currently have the frame rate on 24 frames per second with 1/50 on the shutter speed, which is where you want it for 24 frames per second. I do have the aperture on 1.4, and then I adjust the ISO for proper exposure, and bam, you have an absolutely 100% amazing, beautiful video. Is that what I meant to say? I think it is. I meant to say something. All right, so let's do a little quick rundown on that just to make it a little bit clearer. So the first thing you do is you get your camera, you get it out of the box, you set it up, put the camera in manual video mode. Now we're going to find the picture profile settings and turn it to picture profile 11. Once you have picture profile 11 set, find the saturation on picture profile 11 and crank it up to like +2 or +4, and then find the black levels and put that on like -4 or -6. And that is going to give you a picture that looks very similar to what I have right here. Now you just need to set the manual control. So put the ISO on the lowest setting for now. Set the camera to record at 24 frames per second. Put your shutter speed on 1/50. Put the f-stop number on the lowest one possible, as that's going to let the most light in, especially if you're recording indoors, you want to do that. And now you're going to turn up the ISO until you get proper exposure, and bam, you are all set up, you are good to go, and your video is going to look a lot like this. Now, if that's a little bit too much saturation for you, this is how it looks with 0 saturation, but I do like to put it on like +2 or +4. I think it really just makes all the other colors stand out really well. So let's go ahead and put that back on +2. I prefer that look right there. We have the saturation on just about +2. +4 looks really good as well, but sometimes it can make my rosacea look a little bit too red. So I just kind of stick with +2 most of the time. And that just really makes everything look great. But honestly, if you're using the Sony ZV-E10 MK2, I highly suggest recording in cinetone and then just adjusting the brightness and the black levels to where you want it. And you really don't have to touch anything else. I mean, this looks really, really good and really nice. Now, if you're thinking, oh man, your skin tone looks a little off. Well, I've got rosacea, so I got red spots all over my face. So yeah, that's pretty much how my face actually looks. A little bit red and a lot of spots. Now, I will say the kit lens that came with this looks almost as good. I mean, if I bring the camera a little bit closer, I mean, you can see how much that blurs out the background. You're not going to get that crazy blurry background with the kit lens, but if I were to be a little closer to the camera, it would blur out the background a little more. So let me move a little closer. You can see the background starts to get really nice and blurry. I like to be back a little ways from the camera. I don't like to have it too close. I can almost touch the lens cap with my fingers, so it's just a little bit more than the arm's length away. At least the front of the lens is probably about an arm's length and then like another 6 inches away. And in my opinion, that's like the perfect place to have it for a 16mm lens. So as long as you have good lighting in your room, whether you're using the kit lens or the Sigma lens or any other lens, using the Sony s-cinetone should do it to it and get you what you want. I mean, if you don't like the way this looks, then by all means, use some other settings. But I'm going to tell you right now, I can't find any other settings in the camera that look better than this. I mean, unless you want to go do a bunch of color grading. And a lot of people don't. I mean, You can hook this up to your PC as a webcam. You can record straight from the camera and get amazing looking video with absolutely no color grading. You don't have to spend 3 hours color grading your video. You can just hit the record button and bam, looks awesome. Looks awesome right out of the camera, as long as you have good lighting and you have all the settings correctly to get proper exposure. So would I suggest the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II? Heck yeah, awesome little camera. Cinetone is awesome, and I'm going to tell you what, you're not going to get much better for the money. Anyways, I think that's going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, and we will catch you next time. Lightning out. See ya.